Hi, everybody, and a pleasant Saturday afternoon to you wherever you may be. Welcome to the HITI pregame show as the Angels will take on the Royals' second game of this three-game series. The Angels last night won 3-0. Drury had the uh, clutch hitting for offense, and then Sandoval did very well. Go 7 innings, shutout ball. That was so welcomed. Remember, I mentioned, I think, to nobody yesterday. If Sandoval on the show was going to do well, it would be a great thing against the Royals. And if they were going to do well for him, he'll get the win. And there was just enough offense. There was a couple of base running blunders, but hopefully that will be subsided today. Meanwhile, so the Royals, let's talk about them real quick. They've lost 10 in a row. They're in last place at 18-51 in the whole MLB as well as the AL Central. It's not a good feeling for them. Salvador Perez, by the way, was hit by a pitch in that Reds series, the one they were swept in, of course, and he again is day to day, so that was unfortunate. But a few days ago, there was news of Vinny Pasquantino. He has a right shoulder issue. He'll be out for the season. He'll undergo surgery to repair a torn labrum on the right shoulder. And the reason I bring these two up because you want to play your best, obviously, play the best on the other team. So there's no, saying, well, we didn't you didn't face our best, so we don't count this as a win or a series. But when those two guys played for the Royals against the Angels earlier this year, they made a dent in the series. So that's why I mentioned them. If you recall earlier this year, the Angels took 2 out of 3 from Kansas City, but it definitely was not easy. And again, nothing is though. So excuse me. Let's look at the standings real quick for both teams. I did mention the Royals 18-51, last in everything really. Again, not fun to be in. The Angels with their win yesterday, 3.5 behind first place Texas, percentage points behind 1 percentage point, literally behind Houston, and for second place, and for the wild card, the Angels are right there with Houston and New York for the second wild card. Honestly, Baltimore again 4.5 ahead of everybody for that first wild card. So it's definitely good to be in this position, but Angels have to take care of their business. And speaking of business, really nothing on the news front, I don't think. Before I get to my starters, let's see. There's really nothing going. Yeah, nothing really. But the issue, or not the issue, but the question of the day, and I like what Fernando always poses. He mentions with all the infield injuries and potentially lengthy injury of Urshela. Remember, he had the pelvic injury, which you don't want to mess with. Do the Angels pursue some new infielders, or do they roll with their minor league depth? Remember, Michael Stefanik was called up yesterday, so we'll see what impact he has on the game today, if he has any impact. He is starting, by the way. So, this game also on FS1, just to make that note there. So let's get to today's starting pitchers. For the Angels, Griffin Canning, the right-hander from UCLA. He's 5-2 this year, which is a welcoming sight. Remember, he was out for, let's just call it 2 years, it seems like. 4.56 ERA, 53 innings and one-third innings pitched, 27 earned runs, 52 hits, 50 strikeouts, 15 walks, 10 home runs. This will be his the 11th start. And last Sunday, he started against the Seattle Mariners. He got the win. He went 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. So definitely an improvement from where he was before. Uh, Definitely better. 95 miles per hour on the four-seam fastball. I was kind of shocked that he could throw that fast anymore, to be honest with you. Uh, but he's got it down. 90 miles per hour changeup, 89 miles per hour on the slider, 82 miles per hour curve, and the 94 miles per hour sinker, which that could be a real threat to batters. For Kansas City, it's a old face. From 2020 to 2023, he was an Angel, or 2022, excuse me. Mike Myers, or Myers. Today is a starter or opener for Kansas City. 31 years of age. He was born in Ohio back in 1991. He went to the University of Mississippi, or Ole Miss. He was drafted by St. Louis in the 13th round. That doesn't sound right. Okay, 93rd overall. He made his major league debut with the Cardinals back on August. No, that's not August. July 24th of 2016. So no, round 3. Okay, I had 13. Yeah, round 3 of that draft of 2013. That's what I had of Mike Mayers. He's 1-2 this year as Mayers. 5.06 ERA. 21 and 1/3 innings pitched. Let's see, 26 hits, 16 strikeouts, 12 earned runs, 9 walks, 1 home run given up in 5 appearances. 1 was a start. You would think today is another start for Mayers. He started last Sunday as well, but in Baltimore. He got the loss. He went 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. His pitch is 93 miles per hour four-seam fastball, 84 miles per hour slider, 89 on the cutter, 86 on the changeup, 76 on the curve, and a 91 sinker. And it was interesting to think, and I think maybe this is a question for Fernando or Todd, but why wasn't Mayers considered to be a starter with the Angels? I wonder that. So the slider is low and away in the zone. Four-seam fastball is middle in, so, or not middle in, middle and a little bit high. So if you could catch up to it, maybe he can do it. Changeup will fall out of the zone. Try not to go after that if you're a batter. Sinker is just like the slider. It's low and away in the zone. Cutter is the one pitch maybe you either get fooled with or that's tough, but it's middle in to right-handed batter, I think. Curveball, that's the one that goes low or it can go high out of the zone. So, but he really uses that curveball. We'll see if he uses it today, maybe to fool the Angel hitters. That's going to be interesting to see. Let's see. Let's get to our advertisements. 714 tickets. If you're looking for Angel tickets, they're right across the street from the Honda Center. Looking for LA, Dodger tickets, concert tickets, theater events. Check out 714 tickets for great deals on those events. No hidden fees or surprises at the checkout. By the way, take off 10% of your order, putting in the code HITI, stands for Halos in the Infield. That'll get you 10% off and be in the drawing for a Halos jersey courtesy of 714 tickets and Halos in the Infield. And then it'll give you 5% cash back on your purchase. And I gotta do some spending soon for tickets, because not only do you have the Padres and the Angels here in San Diego County, down there more, going on in July, around 4th of July, but the July 1st game and our tailgate, you got to call 714 tickets directly. The number 714-842-5387. Again, 714-842-5387. You got to call for those special July 1st HITI special tailgate tickets. Now I'll get you access to the tailgate, $55 tickets. You'll get all the stuff included. So the bobblehead when you go into the game, and then you'll get the wrestling inspired Halos in the Infield T-shirt, unlimited tacos. Shout out to Paulo. Helmet nachos for the kids, thunder sticks. There'll be drinks there, but bring your own drinks. So check out again. Call this number 714-842-5387 for those special 714 tickets tailgate on July 1st. And a reminder, that's against Arizona. They're in first place in the NL West. And so far, they are not pushovers. A young team, good pitching as well. So they can be a threat if they continue to do what they're doing. Also, check out Noble Ale Works, local brewery in Anaheim, 1621 Sinclair Street, Suite B in Anaheim, 92806. Mention HITI for drink specials and free parking there during Angel games. Just mention Halos in the Infield and see what you're going to get. You got to try the Cinnamon Roast Crunch Golden Milk Stout. That was really good with the coffee. Cocoa Puffs Brew. There were so many others, and they have that big board there that will show what they have and what it tastes like. So it was really great. And then check out also the Noble Ale Works Instagram page. They will have the schedule for the food trucks that come through right outside there. You can't miss it. But they have brisket and pizza and whatever else the case is. You got to go out there and try that. So the next time the Angels are in town against the Dodgers, the quick 2-game series, stop by Noble Ale Works, park there and walk in. You don't have to pay for parking. Just mention Halos in the Infield before. So it's a really good deal. So do that, please. Check out also the Halos in the Infield YouTube channel. You're on it right now. For those of you on it, there's also these reels that have been playing, and they've been really good, highlighting some great plays. Check out, of course, the podcast that will come up after every series, and then previewing the next. Check out, of course, Halos in the Infield on all the social media pages, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So let's get to the lineups. Mickey Moniak will lead off in right field. Shohei Ohtani, the second hitter. He is the designated hitter tonight. Batting third is Mike Trout, the center fielder. Batting fourth is Brandon Drury, the first baseman. Batting fifth is Matt Thaiss, the catcher. Batting sixth is Taylor Ward in left field. Batting seventh is Michael Stefanik, making his season debut, the second baseman today. Batting eighth is Luis Rengifo at third. So Rendon's still day-to-day, aren't we all? And then batting ninth is Andrew Velasquez at shortstop. Squid will be rounding out the order for your Angels. Leading off for the Royals, is Nick Prado. And he made some great plays there at first. That was something to see. Bobby Witt Jr. will bat second. He is the shortstop. Batting third is Salvador Perez. As I mentioned, he was day-to-day with the hit by pitch, and it's not good to see him in the lineup, but it's good for him. He was hit on the hand, of course, in that Red Series, but I bet he was wanting to get back in there. So batting fourth, MJ Melendez. I found out yesterday he was a catcher coming up. Now he's the right fielder of the Royals, batting fourth there. Batting fifth, Edward Olivares. He's a designated hitter there. Batting sixth is Miguel Garcia. He's the third baseman for Kansas City today. Again, this game on FS1. Nicky Lopez will be the second baseman, batting seventh. And then batting eighth in left field for Kansas City it'll be Samad Taylor. And he looks like he's making his major league debut as well. And then batting ninth and rounding out the Kansas City lineup is Drew Waters. And he will be, of course, in center field today for the Kansas City Royals. Let's get to some scores and previews of games, I should say. Not previews, but just saying what they are. So there's 2 games going on right now before this Angel game at 1 on FS1. Detroit at Minnesota. There's no score. Bottom of the 5th. The Twins are threatening as it's almost 12:30 here. Bottom of the 4th, the Cubs, who took the first game of this 3-game series against Baltimore and Wrigley, they lead the Orioles 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th. If you recall, Baltimore has the first wildcard spot so far. They lead the Angels and everybody else, New York and Houston, all by 4.5 for the first wildcard spot. Okay, the game's at 1 o'clock. You get Toronto at Texas. What was it? Toronto held on yesterday. That was a good game there and a really good series. Miami at Washington. Philadelphia at Oakland. Cincinnati, who I believe defeated Houston yesterday. Yeah, they did, because Cincinnati's back at 500. The Angels, of course, against the Royals. St. Louis at the Mets. The Mets won that first game yesterday. Colorado will face off against the Braves. And then the White Sox will face off against Seattle. Pittsburgh will face off against the Milwaukee Brewers. So those are all the games at 1 o'clock. It's a great day game. The weather's better in really all the places. As you know, I'm looking at the College World Series, the opening round. You get Stanford and Wake Forest, and the weather looks, warm there in Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah. Let's see. So at 4 p.m., 4:15, whatever the case is, you get the Rays at the Padres or the Yankees and the Red Sox. That is 2 Fox games, depends on your local area. Later on at 6:10, you get the Giants and the Dodgers. I did not catch that game. And then also at 7:10, with the roof closed, of course, in Arizona, the Diamondbacks will host the Guardians for that game. So, again, the Angels and Royals on FS1 coming up here at a half an hour, 1 o'clock. So enjoy that. Tomorrow, of course, will be an earlier game on Father's Day. The game time will be 11:10. We'll see if I can make it. Again, in Kansas City, that will be the last game of this 3-game series. So we'll have a pregame, hopefully, of that. And again, a canning going for the Angels today. Former Angel Myers going for the Royals there in Kansas City. Shout out to Angel's grandma, of course, there at the game. She's going to go to all 3. She was at a couple of the Ranger games as well. So that was very exciting, I bet, for her. I think she's made, 15 out of the 30 ballparks. So, and I know she said she wanted to go to all of them. So shout out to Angel's grandma. I think we'll end it here. Again, check out the post-game show after for most of the Angel games here. I think I'll have tomorrow's post-game show with Todd Fox, though, tonight. And he'll break down, as he does, the action and what could have been done better, what was done better. Always entertaining in the comments and phone calls. I even called in for once. Anyway, check that out after the game. Thank you for watching the pregame show, to those who did. And check us out tomorrow. See you later. Go Halos.